All right, you crack open your sealed pool and you see these 6 rares right here. Are you happy? Or are you sad? Hello Daily Drafters, today is Friday, May the 13th, and thanks for joining me for today's Daily Draft. You might notice today's screen looks a little bit different than normal. What I'm actually going to do today is in preparation for tomorrow's Arena Open, I'm going to make today's video a sealed video so that you can prepare for tomorrow's Arena Open if you choose to participate in it, as well as I can prepare for tomorrow's Arena Open, of which day 1 will be Monday's video. I'm going to go ahead and participate in day 1 of the Arena Open. If we get ever so lucky to make it to day 2, I either might post that video on Monday or make it Tuesday's video, but definitely Monday's video will be my run at the Arena Open tomorrow. So today's video is going to be a sealed video, because day 1 of the Arena Open tomorrow will be Streets of New Capenna sealed. So with that out of the way, let's get some housekeeping out of the way and thank each and every one of you 90-ish subscribers for choosing to spend a part of your day here with me today on this Friday. And if you found this video and you have never seen the channel yet before, we'd love to have you join the subscriber community by clicking that red subscribe button underneath this video. It's absolutely free, and you'll then have access to the most consistent, high-quality MTG Limited content on YouTube. We draft once every day during the week here at Daily Draft, and we'd love to have you along for however much viewing you can participate in. We'd love to have you as part of the community. So with that out of the way, let's dive into a sealed event here for Streets of New Capenna. You'll notice today's on my alternate account. Tomorrow will be as well, so that I can preserve the gems on my good one. But here we go. Let's take a look at our rares. And cross your fingers we open something good here. Okay, so we found a land. You hate to see the lands as part of your rares. We have... These could both be in blue-white. There's a lot of blue-white. We can do some brokers things, maybe splashing Interceptor. The only thing is Bombardment and Jaxus don't really go with that plan, so... we'll have to see what is supported in the rest of our colors here. Whoa, everything is freaking out in the background here. All right, there's our cards. Okay. Are you kidding? We have 3 white commons. That's kind of ridiculous. All right. Well, I suppose we're not playing white then. Or at least not white as a base color. Let's pull down the cards that I'm actively happy putting into a deck here. So Rafine's Informant. Wingshield Agent, Run Out of Town. What are you doing here? Okay. Grizzly Sigil, Nightclubber. Deal Gone Bad. We have 2 Garter Goons. We have a Strangle, an Unlucky Witness, Requisitioner's fine, Jaxus can work, triple Plasma Jockey, Pugnacious Pugilist. All right, I see the makings of a great red-black deck so far here. Double Jewel Thief, double Kaldaya Strong Arm. See if we have any body droppers. I do not see any body droppers. There are 3 Civil Servants. We have a Quick Draw Dagger. Have a little bit of fixing. Basically 1 of each of the lands, almost. And a couple of dual lands here. So we have some good green, and honestly some decent green-white. But this black-red looks very promising so far. Let's see what happens if we try to build black-red here. What does that look like? Sticky Fingers could be okay. Dig Up the Body could be okay. Revel Ruiner could be alright. Graveyard Shift, I don't think we're going to want any of that. Here's a 2-drop. We are running a little bit low on 2-drops, and that's something you're going to notice in Sealed a lot. If you don't have the 2-drops, it could spell disaster, because not a lot of people are going to have the 2-drops. I don't know how much sacrificing we're doing. So we have the Pyre Sledge Arsonist. I mean, there is a lot of blitz, so Jaxus helps with that. We could splash some green with this. Definitely would play that. And we are missing specifically the Riveteers land. So this here is 19 cards. And we would have to run... We would have to splash with this, without a doubt. Let's see here. What do we added that? We're really lacking in the 2-drop department here. So this is like an okay deck. It's got a lot of good powerful cards here. But I don't know. We're struggling in the 2-drops, and we would have to splash because we don't have enough playables. So let's move all this out and see if we can do brokers. I know we don't have a lot of white, but we do have Civil Servants, which counts as white. Hold for Ransom's good. Fiend's Informant is good. Socialite is a playable 2-drop here. Double Jewel Thief. Double Strong Arm. Triple Civil Servant and Groundbreaker. So how much fixing do we have for brokers? We have the Broker's Hideout. We could play an Ominous Parcel. Neither of these splash for blue. I'd really like to get Exotic Pets, Regulator. Definitely Soul of Emancipation. That card is great. You saw it in, I think, what was yesterday's draft? Rigo. Rigo works very well with Exotic Pets. We have the 2-drops in this deck, and we have 6... No, that's cats. We have 4 citizens. It's not that great. So is this kind of a shell? I mean, we don't really have the fixing for this either, is the problem. But you know what? In sealed, you're going to have to be splashing, and your mana is probably not going to be great. I mean, if we wanted to go straight green-white with maybe 1 card of a splash, we'd have to do double Pummeler, Take to the Streets, Combat Trick. Don't really want to play Boon of Safety. Sawjack maybe goes in there. Initiate, double Most Wanted. Quick Draw Dagger. And that's 16 lands. That's straight green-white. And this could punish some of the more dirtily bad mana bases in the format here in sealed. I really did like the base of red that we had. What about red-green? I mean, we lose all of these Civil Servants. And the Soul. What if we did red-green? And then we do something like Strangle. Sticky Fingers might have to get in there. I don't think Unlucky Witness, because we're not going to be sacrificing here. Initiate might be okay. Requisitioner. Arsonist, Jaxus we get access to. Triple Jockey. That. Bombardment. First Instant or Sorcery. We're not going to really have a lot of those. 3 right now. Have double Jetmir's Fixer. Courier's Briefcase. And we have a Racer's Ring. We have a Cabaret Courtyard if we really wanted to find a white splash. Like a Naya card. How many citizens do we have? 3, not a ton. A masked bandit splash, kind of on the top end, maybe. It splashes itself. This seems like the best shell I've seen so far, because we don't have to splash if we do this. We could splash black, but we don't really have the fixing for it. We just have a tramway station and an ominous parcel. Get the briefcase in here, maybe. This seems like the best build for me so far. Maybe even Wrecking Crew. We got all the green in here so far. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the way to go, even though I don't like red-green as a deck. We determined red-black would have to splash something, and we did not open the fixing needed to really splash. Green-white does not have the fixing to splash all these blue cards because we have 3 white commons. Like, that is it. And 2 of them are only ones I want to be playing. And then this counts as white. That would be white. And then everything else we have to splash blue for, and we just don't have the fixing to do that. And I'd probably want to try to get underneath a lot of the decks that are tripping up on their mana. So if we did it like this, and we cut from here, I prefer not to splash, so we probably don't need parcel. I don't want double most wanted. Not a fan of initiate. I don't think we're going to need bandits here. I really don't even like a single most wanted, to be honest. Everything else seems okay. Take to the streets, probably going to be much more aggressive. We're going to be blitzing these more often than not, so we might not even have the creatures on the field. And this would be 24 playable, so 16 lands. Double pummeler, maybe not. If we're going to go 16 lands. Definitely play a Jetmir's Garden, just because it's basically free. Is there a different splash? Red, green, black? No. We'd have to splash white and blue for this one. It's a little hard. Have to splash heavy white in that. Could technically splash this one, but that's a little slow. Hold for ransom, but I don't think that's worth a splash. So this is, if we go 17 lands, this is 17 here. We could add another card and then play 16 lands, which I think I like doing. The only problem is, like, what do we add? A 1-drop? And maybe run it back like this. Maybe we can add a Cabaret Courtyard. We do kind of have a free, not free, but almost free white splash if we wanted it. The only thing is, the only white card that we're splashing is Rakish Revelers, probably. I don't think we need to splash Civil Servants or Groundbreaker. So this would be 16 lands. And if we do that, I probably don't want too many tap lands. So let's go red, green, land. And put that one in here. So that would be 16 lands. And it doesn't look too bad. I mean, this is the kind of deck that can really punish some of the bad mana bases in the format, so... yeah, an even split on the two is alright to me. So let's try to run it back like this. Again, we are in best of 1. And you can rebuild your deck in between. Although tomorrow I'm not exactly sure if you'll be able to rebuild your deck. Actually, I think you will. In between games, you'll be able to rebuild. So... let's run this back like this. And see how many bad mana bases we run into. Alright, we will keep this one here. Got Fixer on 2 and then Fixer on 3 if we don't even draw another land. And then we can start blitzing jockeys here. This could be pretty good with the blitz creatures that we could have coming, because then it can tap and possibly kill any X1. So we'll attack. I think we're just going to play the Arsonist here. Echo Inspector, yeah. Okay, so do we blitz Strong Arm? We can blitz Plasma Jockey, but it's not very mana efficient. Next turn we can go Fixer plus Blitz Jockey. So now we can blitz Strong Arm. Put the counters on the Fixer. They get to eat the Strong Arm, so maybe that wasn't the greatest thing. We do get the card back out of it though, and then we have ways to push more damage. Let's go full control. Never mind. Apparently... oh, you need to pay 1 to do that. For some reason I thought it was free. Okay. Now they turned our 4/4 into a 3/3. Congrats. So we can blitz Jockey now. And I'm probably going to do that. Spell, but it was, so I guess because it's on the stack as a 4-drop, even though I cast it as a 3-drop? That's weird. Okay. Guess it still works that way. So I cast it for its blitz cost, which was 3, but on the stack it has a mana value of 4. Okay. All right. Not a bad draw there. Let's try to blitz this in. Okay, that'll get +1/+1. Then we could just play this, get another trigger, and this is... no, that gained a bunch of life. I think it's not lethal, so... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, it is lethal, so what do you got? Got a removal spell? There's a removal spell. Okay. Still go to 4 here. Oh, jeez. Okay, so it gets to connive with a shield counter. That's ugly. Yeah, yeah. Probably don't want to do that. Okay, sure, I'll just eat it then. Alright, I guess we're attacking with our legitimate business person here. Okay, trade it for a shield counter there. Play a fixer. I think we can end the turn now. We're not dead. We do have a reach creature. They are just good old blue-white flyers, aren't they? Okay, so we can eat that now. Go to my turn. That doesn't do anything for us. So I think we can re-equip this to here. We're going to hold this back as a blocker. We can get in with the rest of these. Okay, that'll trade. They're going to chump. Okay. Put this here. And we'll play that. Go ahead. And now what? That's a 5/5. And that's 2/1. And that's a land. So we can pump this 4 times. So 4 plus 4. So let's do this here. Go to combat and get in. They have to block. Probably going to block with the veteran. Sure. I'll just pump it so I don't make the mistake of accidentally unequipping this. Because I'm going to. Let's go to damage. Okay, resolve. And I'll move this here. So Sorry about the glitchiness if this is coming through. I think there's a video exporting in the background, which I haven't ever done before, so apparently my computer does not like it. So my apologies for that, but it's not too bad. Alright, got the first win. Okay, obviously need some lands here, but we'll keep this one. I feel like the last guy was like Comeback Shane something or other, or it was a different name. Comeback something. Okay, there's a land. Got brokers on the other side. Oh, we got all kinds of colors over there now. Okay, let's get in. We'll play Arsonist here. Not sure how good Arsonist is in this deck. It's not great, but based on the cards we left out, then we don't have many other options. Okay. So probably just Jewel Thief and Strangle. They do get to get a creature out of that deal. But we don't have Exile in our deck, so they're going to do it anyway. And that's a good one to get. Alright. Deal with our aggro start. If they just play this, that's not bad for us, because we can blitz and then use the extra mana to ping that down. But I doubt they're going to play it. They probably have a better play than that. It'll probably be very difficult for them to come back if this is their play. They're going to have a ton of cards in hand, so at least they'll have that. Okay, so that is the play. They still have priority. I don't like that. Okay, well I guess we're going to blitz this then. That seems better. It could be +2/+2. So for that reason, I'm just getting in. I'm not going to save this and trade this activation for a trick. So let's just smash for 10. Or 11, I guess. We can do 11. Yeah, let's do 11. It keeps the counter, and next turn we still have a blitzed strong arm as well. Okay, they're at 4 now. Okay. So I think we blitz this, hold this back. put the counters probably just on the trampler. Go to combat, get in with these. I guess this is lethal, right? I mean, they block this, they block that. Can also ping something down after this gets sacrificed. I think this is lethal no matter how we do it. Because they block these, then they're still taking 5. So that should probably do it. Oh, I guess, well, we'll be able to sacrifice. So, I go to 1, and then in response to this, we can ping them for the last one. There we go. 2-0, let's keep going. Well, this has the potential to go wrong, but Mama didn't raise no coward. We'll draw a bunch of Jetmir's fixers and 3 drops. Well, drew a land and a 5-drop, so that's not it. And they have the full brokers, so here we go. I wonder how many brokers decks we're going to be playing against. I think it's 3 for 3 so far. Trying to think back. Well, good game, I guess? That was fun. Yep. More lands? Yeah, we're just gonna get trashed by Broker's Ascendancy here. We can blitz a Plasma Jockey, I guess. Draw a card off of it. I mean, I don't know. Try to push some damage before we die. Man, we got all of our high drops here. Yeah, this is all oh, here's some more lands in case you wanted those. They didn't even block the devil for some reason. Well, we could just keep blitzing everything, I guess. Maybe they try to race us, and they can probably win. I mean, they get 3 lifelink now, and the next turn they get 4 lifelink. They can also just hit us for a ton. I think we're probably dead next turn now. Is that right? Pretty close. So we have to hold back the devil to not die. The Wrecking Crew can't block that. Well, it can. Yeah, the Wrecking Crew can technically block that. So we'll just do that. Well, that'll tap that down. Keep it tapped down. Take 4. And then we die to Broker's Ascendancy because it's sealed and sometimes they open those cards. Alright, let's go on to the next one here. Okay, well this is not great A red opens up the hand a little bit, but we'll go here. And honestly, Arsonist has not been great so far. So I'll return it. I'm not liking this hand, but we'll see. Especially on the draw. I mean, we're so far behind. Okay. Let's play this in case they have Strangle or something. I'd rather them kill this than the Fixer, I'm pretty sure. There's the removal spell. Drawing all our 5s and 6s. We'll do this and play Jetmir's Fixer. Okay. Yeah, aggro versus aggro. They didn't mulligan, they're on the play, and we did mulligan and we're on the draw, so that's probably going to be the difference. Guess we can go Requisitioner, hold up for the family. Let's just do that. We're on the back foot here. Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to play a Pugilist. That's kind of what I had in mind. Okay, not bad. Now we can at least eat the Plasma Jockey. A land would be good. There's the land. So now we can theoretically hold back the Pugilist. I think we have to put it here. Now if they kill the strong arm, then things are not looking great. Okay, that's all they got. Alright, alright, and we have a Rocks Pummeler now. So we could technically pump this 3 times up to a 5/5. But I'd rather get this down. Because if they call our bluff, we just trade it for that. And that's okay, but then we can't get another creature down. So no tax. Now, can the top of our deck cooperate? That is the question. Well, let's start. They don't have anything, so let's just go here. Okay. We can pump this 3 times, and I will, so go ahead and eat the Pugilist there. Alright, they got black. What do you have now? Please don't be like Ziatora or some crap. Rocks Pummeler, yeah, yeah. And a land. That's a great blocker now. So let's do Briefcase. And this, and I guess we're passing. And this is never gonna draw us 3 cards in this deck, so we're just gonna use it to pump up the fixer here. Plasma Jockeys would be good draws on this board right now. Well, it's a creature, but doesn't really help us with the current situation. Man, shield counters are just really good. I mean, it's going to trade for a creature of ours. Oh my god, and that's going to be attacking and blocking as a 10/10? Oh man. We're going to have to throw like everything in front of it, aren't we? I mean, we can't just keep chumping a 10/10 over and over again. Okay, they're not going to attack. Jaxus. That's a good draw. I forgot about that. Let's hope it survives. No, don't do it. Don't kill it. We need it. It's our path to victory. Boo. Including 3 of our better cards there. So there goes Jaxus. Alright, we are now losing the mill game. So this is not great news. I mean, don't know how good that's going to be here. I feel like their deck has some more powerful draws than ours does. Ours, I mean, Jaxus is probably one of the best cards in our deck, along with Pugilist. Strong Arm's not bad, so... Alright, here comes the 10/10. We have to try to trade, I think. Now, if they have a combat trick, then they have a combat trick. Alright, there's the combat trick. So now we're kind of toast, I think. Oh, it doesn't really matter. We'll just pump this up a little bit. Go ahead. And now I think our time has come to an end for the most part. Alright, past to blockers. We can trade it for like a Jetmir's Fixer at this point. This doesn't feel good, but that's what we got. They're drawing 2 cards a turn now. At the expense of 2 life, which is something. Let's just move this over here so that this can chump the Rocks Pummeler. We can sacrifice that now. Draw an extra card. Well, it's something. Not great, but it's about the best we have. Plus initiate here. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to push in the last point of damage. So we might have to hope they either mill or use this enough to where we can somehow sneak a win in. So go ahead. Don't know what that does, but it's probably quite good. Okay, so it's a 3-mana 4/4 Vigilance that gets a land. Yeah. And a Masked Bandit, so I think we are slowly but surely getting bled out here. Go ahead. Now they have a 4/4 Vigilance, a 5/5 Menace, a 6/3 Trample, a 6/6, a Lifelinker we can't block. Really? This is sealed sometimes, you know? This is how sealed happens. They have all their rares in Riveteers. Here comes the army. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we do. play that here, and pass. Setting up for the all-out attack. They've got like 2 menace creatures, 1 that make us can't block, 2 trample creatures, a life linker. Probably should have conceded 5 minutes ago. If this was tomorrow, I wouldn't concede just because of the high stakes, but very close to being able to do it now. Alright, so we take 4, and they get a 4/4. Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Yeah, alright, let's just end this here. Go on to the next one here. Okay, we'll keep this one here. Probably Requisitioner on 2. I think. Maybe we can go Briefcase on 2, Blitz Requisitioner. Dies get a treasure. No, I'm just going to get this. It has a higher upside, and if it trades for a 2/2, then that's okay too. Alright, it will trade. Let's just do Jewel Thief and keep the treasures. Down goes Jewel Thief. Go Arsonist plus Briefcase, and next turn we can still have like a Strong Arm or something. Although, we do have 2 treasures. We have the ability to crack for 4 mana right now. For 4 different colors. If we get another treasure, we could potentially be able to draw 3 cards off of that. So let's do this, and let's hold the treasures for that reason, because that's very strong, being able to draw 3 cards off of this. You have another Strangle? Yes, they do. We'll go Sawjack and hold up for the family. Okay. Could be a problem if they start getting treasures, and even if they don't, they can still crew it. Not really it. Might have to give up on the draw 3 cards thing just to not die to a Capenna Express. Yeah, I think we have to kind of give up on that dream for the time being. Let's give it here because this one's a little bit more valuable because it has reach. Now this is just a random 4/5. And no attacks because they can crew it. That's scary. Sticky Fingers is pretty good because it gives this menace. And if they try to eat it with Capenna Express, we can save it. Now it does mean that we're racing here, but we get treasures off of the deal. Okay, that's good if they're going to let us do that. Okay, next to blockers. So we're going to have to use this treasure now. So we can go quick draw dagger. So we do this, and then it becomes a 6/7, but it will still die. And then we could do this, and then it'll get first strike as well. Let's pump it up. And then bring that in. And now the board is clear. They do have a Ginny Fey on the backside coming in at some point here. And if they can make tokens, then it's going to make life a little bit more difficult for us. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, goodbye, Ginny Fey. Courier's briefcase, and then we get another treasure out of this here, and then maybe we can actually get up to enough treasure needed to crack the briefcase. Okay. Not quite enough yet, but next turn we will have enough if this survives and can hit them. Might have drawn another land. Alright, we got to the magical number 3 for today. Let's keep on going. Okay, so this hand is weird, but we have a lot of ways to draw out of it. As far as double fixer, I think we have 2 fixers in the deck. We have a lot of 2s and 3s, so we will keep here, I think. Backup agent. Land. Is that worth strangling? I don't think we need to blitz this right now. We can just cast it next turn, then the following turn we can cast this and strangle something. And then they're very difficult to block. Yeah, that's a good one. Gosh. Mono Plasma Jockey here. The only thing is, if we had a 2-drop and a 3-drop, these would be great because we can keep blitzing them in and removing this and then stuff like that. But as it sits, all they have to do is have a couple strangles or something, and then these are kind of trashed. Yeah, go ahead. Try to remove this and see what they do. All right, we'll play another. All right, they did nothing. So that's good. It's not a race we win is the problem. But I'm not going to trade it. Still nothing, huh? Okay, well, let's attack. There's the kill shot. This kind of holds things back, and they don't have murder mana right now, so... Okay, that's good. This is not. So we can go quick draw dagger and still hard cast a jockey here. Okay, so we'll trade, still trade creatures here. Oops. Hard cast this. Were we able to catch up? They have 5 cards in hand, we have 0, so what do you got? Okay, they have another backup agent. Does that do it? I think it does. Put it here. And that will do it. What a top deck. That's a decent little hand here. I mean, Initiate followed by Sticky Fingers could lead to a decent amount of treasure. I think I'm going to put it on it because we're going to get at least 2 treasure out of this. And then we can just cash it in for a card at some point. Could also just hard cast Jax this next turn. I think I like that. Got Menace, right? Yeah. Good. Alright, Jaxus, survive. Here's the brokers. High-rise Sawjack, okay. If we get a Pugilist down, and then Jaxus and Pugilist survive, we can copy it every single turn. And that's very powerful. No attacks. And then let's hope they survive. Okay. Gosh, Plasma Jockey after Plasma Jockey. We'll just blitz some of them then. We don't want to be discarding these though. So you can't block. And we'll make a devil. Okay. Sure. I mean, we lose this target here as a decent target, but we still have a lot of good good combos with this here. Like pushing a lot of damage here with blitzing a Plasma Jockey and then discarding Jetmir's... Jetmir's Garden. What does this even do? What do you get? A lifelink counter, probably? First strike counter. And it's at 6 loyalty? Alright, well, we're blitzing this. And we are copying that, discarding a land. Both of these go here, and both of these go here, and then this can't block. Neither of these can block. So at least Elspeth is down. We get to draw 2 cards.
It's getting out of hand.
Okay, they have a board now. I played the land because I do want to hardcast Strong Arm, I think. Because we can keep discarding a card, creating a copy of it, and then getting more and more counters put everywhere. So I should put this on the devil. This trades for anything. Okay, so it trades for Sawjack. Oh, it has first strike. Never mind. Should have known that. So, quite a big mistake there. And then down goes Jaxus. So that was probably the game. So, hope you enjoyed that. Feels real bad. Feels real bad. Pass the turn. I mean, Jaxus was going to die anyway, but we would have had something. A couple of extra creatures, maybe a creature that could actually block now. We'll just do this and see if they want to use a combat trick to get rid of it. So blitzing this doesn't do much right now. They still have great blocks. So we're just going to cast out our hand, I think. They are at 12, but it's going to be real hard to push this last bit of damage through. Especially if we keep doing that. What if we, like, made this unable to block? They can eat a lot of things. They can eat anything. So like they would eat the Plasma Jockey, they would eat the Socialite, and they would eat the Strong Arm potentially, and then they would take 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then we're left with everything again, so yeah. And there's the Regulator keeping something tapped down now. There's more lands off the top. Well, I think we got to go for it now. They're still getting priority, but what are we going to do about it? So I guess you can't block. Go to blockers. So we can put it on the Plasma Jockey and at least trade here. We can also put it here and make this survive. I don't know what's better. So essentially, right now, if we do this, this goes away, and these both go away. If we do this, then this goes away, and that goes away, and we both keep this. So at least this way we keep an extra creature. Well, never mind. And they gain 2 life, so that sucks. Yeah, so that probably did it. Are we just dead now? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Yep, that's just death. Do they see it? I mean, they have to see it. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Well, I think, well, brokers are still broken. Mana is going to be very difficult to swing tomorrow. You got to hope you open a pool like that has more than 3 white commons and 2 playable white commons. But we had a decent little deck, went 4-3. You got to get all the way to 7 wins before 3 losses tomorrow to be able to make day 2. But 4-3 is not too bad, and we will take that and run with it. So tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and participate, but you won't see that draft until Monday. So thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I will see you Monday for your Arena Open version of your daily draft.